What is going on, everyone? My name is Rodney.
And I'm Cy.
And we are about to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. So once we get back into this car, we're going to start driving away. And we're going to talk about some things we liked, some things we disliked. But don't worry about spoilers because...
We're not going to get into spoilers until we get back to his house.
Yep. So you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for a girl, a pearl, and a sparrow.
Dead men tell no tales. Financial Peace University.
I'll tell you what, Si, that movie's got great music.
Anything else?
Like, really good music.
Else?
Now listen. I wasn't expecting anything from this movie, okay? I expected to walk into this movie and, you know, the last couple Pirates movies weren't great. And I saw these trailers and I'm like, I tell you what, this movie looks good. It might be good.
I thought so too.
And I was right. This movie looked great.
Yes.
Like, my eyes were very happy with what I saw. What I heard and what I felt
That's a totally different.
was despair and nothing. I just didn't feel anything in this movie at all.
It felt really, really forced.
The whole thing was like,
The whole thing was really forced.
the whole thing was like a cliche.
Yeah.
Let's get into first the plot of this movie, which kind of was like three different things.
Yeah, it was kind of confusing.
There was like there was Poseidon's trident, there was little baby Turner,
Yeah.
and there was also Jack,
Yeah.
who was either drunk or tied up for the whole movie.
Yes. I don't think he didn't get into a single sword fight.
And no, he didn't. There was no sword fights in this movie. And the thing about Jack is, yeah, he's funny and he's, you know, stumbling around all the time. But I feel like even for Johnny Depp, this was too much. Too much, like, not standing up straight.
Yeah.
Like I said, it looked great.
Music was great.
Music, of
It was
course.
classic.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Classic Pirates, you know. The acting was okay. I don't know.
Yeah, for the most part.
I wasn't a fan.
The only person I didn't really like, besides like the main bad guy, was Jax.
Yeah, he was too much.
It was too forced.
It was like,
You can tell they just told him like, don't really try, just stumble around.
just stumble around and say whatever you want. Just say, what did he say? Did he say like chicken wolf?
Oh no, spaghetti wolf.
Spaghetti wolf. Why would you
He
say
just
that?
said that.
He just said spaghetti wolf.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know. Maybe that's what you say when you're drunk. The flashback, because
It was great, yeah.
because there was actually people in the flashback. There wasn't zombie pirates.
Yeah.
And but the one bad thing about the flashback was Cartoon Jack.
Yeah.
He looked good until he started saying words,
Yes.
and then I said to you in the theater, he looks like his teeth are floating.
Yeah.
It was weird
It was not great.
in the flashback. And the flashback was the only part of the movie where instead of the people just telling you what is going on, we actually saw what was going on.
Yeah.
Because the whole movie is like, this is what we have to do because this works, and this is this way, and this is that way.
Yeah.
And then they looked at the camera and said, get it? Write this down so you don't forget, because it's going to come back later in the stupid movie. Oh, boy.
And it felt like the typical Pirates movie on crack.
Yeah, no, it was
It was too unrealistic for a Pirates movie.
yeah, and that's saying something.
It went past the line of a Pirates of the Caribbean.
In the third Pirates movie, there's like 48 Jack Sparrows.
And they're circling around a whirlpool. They're not going in the whirlpool. They're circling around it. And they pass that line.
I don't know if you ever saw this movie. Do you ever see Journey to the Center of the Earth?
No.
Well,
But I've heard.
you should. Well, you just did. You just did. But Jack Sparrow was in the movie instead of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Oh boy. It was just.
Yeah,
it was like a Harry Potter movie too. It was just there was magic. There's magic in this movie. This movie has magic.
And it's not like just like the legends that they usually have.
No. It's
literal.
It's
magic.
straight up supernatural magic. One thing left that we have to talk about, and it really upset me. And when I saw this trailer, actually, I'll say that this movie's not funny at all. I laughed at parts that were deadly serious.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Like,
it's badly laughable.
the funniest part of the movie is in the trailer when he says, "I saw her ankles." That's the funniest part of the movie.
Yeah, that got a little laugh in the crowd.
Yeah. But this movie was falsely advertised.
Yes. Heavily.
Because the only reason I saw this movie was because Orlando Bloom was back, baby.
They all were back.
Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swan, Keira Knightley, they're back, baby.
How long were they back?
They're not in this movie at all. They're not in this movie.
I'd say literally combined between the both of them, a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. And I'm seeing these trailers and I'm like, why are they advertising Will Turner? Like if more people knew he was in the movie, they didn't have any footage.
I know.
They had no footage to show because he's barely in this stupid movie. And I wish that the very beginning of the movie was the whole story of Will, his son, trying to find them. I wish that was the whole movie.
Yeah, that would have been very good.
But again, this movie kind of just
try to do too much.
Yeah, it was just a little too campy and a little too hokey pokey dokey. Usually we wait till we get home to get into spoilers, but I don't think there's any point for this movie. So if you don't want to see spoilers for this stupid thing, you don't have to watch. But I don't think it matters because there's not much to spoil.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about the sharks.
Oh, I forgot about the sharks.
The sharks.
There's zombie sharks in this movie. There's zombie sharks in this movie.
They threw dead sharks into the ocean.
And Captain Salazar, who needed subtitles, by the way, because I had no idea what the heck he was saying. Yeah. Captain Salazar, go get the sparrow. And these sharks are like, and they're freaking swimming. Like, what the? It's like Jaws. Oh my god.
And then they ended up tubing for a little bit.
Oh yeah, they tubed.
He got a giant fish hook.
Yeah.
Shoved it in the shark's mouth.
And
then they escaped the pirates running on water.
Holy frick.
Because the shark started swimming.
I forgot about it.
The last thing that we literally looked at each other and laughed at was the black pearl.
So Jack has the black pearl in a bottle.
Yeah.
Like you know, the ship in the bottle, like the plastic thing. And he's like, I got the black pearl and it's by my side the whole time. Or that's Barbosa. I don't know why I did the Barbosa.
Barbosa stabbed?
Because he's got a green thumb. He can grow things. And he stabbed the black pearl so air would come out of it. It's in a bottle in Jack's thing. He could have just killed him. He didn't know where it was. No. He just kind of...
But he knew.
And he got lucky. Well, this movie's a Harry Potter movie, so of course he knew. And they grow it. They grow it like a plant.
Because there's a little bit of water in it.
They grow this freaking
So it grows a little bit. And then they toss it into the ocean.
Look, I leaned over to you and said, it's like a chia pet. It's like the things with, the Shrek.
And it just explodes out of the water.
Black pearl. Instant black pearl. It's the Luke, I am your father moment of the Pirates universe.
Yeah.
Really hit home. I didn't care for this thing at all.
The horologist.
What is her name? Yeah, the horologist. What is her name? Veronica? What is her name?
I don't even know her name.
The attractive girl in the movie, because you know there has to be an attractive girl. Because again, Keira Knightley's not in this movie until 2 seconds at the end of the movie. It turns out she is Barbosa's daughter, and we said that 10 minutes before it happened.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you're like, oh, so he's going to sacrifice himself, and he's going to say, you're my daughter. And he did. And then he died. Barbosa's dead, folks. Sorry. For Pirate 6, actually, you know what? He'll be back. He'll probably...
They're always back.
They're always back. Speaking of always back, this movie had the
audacity,
the unmitigated gall to set up a Pirate 6 with the biggest cliche in the book. I couldn't think this movie. I couldn't believe this movie got more cliche than it did.
Yeah.
Will Turner, after him and Elizabeth, we'll say
Because they re-intervened.
Right. They're back together now because the curse is broken. We'll say they just, they went to bed, and Will Turner wakes up and he sees Davy Jones, and we're like, oh, he's back, baby.
Wait, you see his crab.
Oh, that's right. You see, yeah. You don't see anything scary. You see this freaking crab hand. You're like, Davy Jones is back, and then he wakes up again, and it's a dream. But is it a dream? Because on the ground, there's little seashells.
And it looked like they were were they in water or was it blood? They were in some sort of liquid. I
think that was what it was. I think Davy Jones had an accident.
Oh.
And he doesn't poop, he poops seashells.
Yeah. And
he didn't want Will to know it was him that had the accident. So he just ran. Even though he kind of Batmaned out of it. This movie sucks. Don't see this movie. You could see the scale here somewhere. I'm gonna put it somewhere. We rate from 1 to 6 with these little sayings. 6 obviously being the best. And so I gotta tell you, I'm giving this a 1. And I hate that we're still talking about this stupid thing. I'm not even calling it a movie.
I'm gonna say it's a Netflix movie. I think just because I'm a sucker for Pirates
You
of
would
the
watch
Caribbean.
this on Netflix?
Yeah.
You would watch it on Netflix over Riverdale?
Because I left the theater fairly satisfied with the ending, with all of them getting back together. I was like, for how bad of a movie it was, they all found their way back. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's it.
If this
that's
movie
fine.
ever comes on Netflix, I'm ending my subscription and I'm going to Voodoo because there's no way I would ever watch this movie ever again. Well, good thing we're here because, like I said, I hate that we're still talking about this stupid thing. I'm not calling it a movie because
Production.
this movie deserves to be drowned like Barbossa. Too soon? Well, that's Pirates 5. Dead Man Telling No Tales, which was said in the movie.
Oh yeah.
The ultimate roll.
It was
credits.
like the Harry Potter.
Yeah, it was like
when they show the title before it really gets into it.
Except someone says it.
They
and
said
it was like
it.
a speech bubble.
Yeah.
Well, our first review is done. And it was a doozy.
Great first movie.
Great first movie. Well, I guess we should go inside.
Yeah. See you guys.